Aloha. Welcome to Mr. Nobody. And we're going to go over Abba and Preach. This is my second video to cover this saga, okay? So don't forget to watch my first video and let's get started, okay? And I'm Jella. Thanks for telling me this, okay? Let me know if you can hear this.
Like, I'm harassing him, I'm stalking, and I'm a parasite. But that's how he...
One more time. So basically all the harassment he's referring to happened within 2 days.
Yeah. And
2 days. So she's claiming that only in January 12th in that area around is the time that she would harass me, do all this crazy stuff where she would hit me up from random numbers or go crazy. And I just want y'all to see, all right? Because I had to start digging. I'm gonna have the kill shot later. Don't worry, it's coming. But let's just listen to some more lies. It only happened within 2 days. Let's find out.
and I need him to provide proof for that.
Okay. So, all right. Need to go back. I'm messed up.
Need him to provide proof for that.
Okay. 2025. So we're not even in January. That's how you already know she's already lying. Watch this. Watch this. This is all from her.
I'm Jella, thanks. Oh, that's so disappointed. But anyway, I was going to start all over again, but I'm not. So I'm just going to start from here. But yes. So we didn't miss anything. I'm Jella. He just basically started kind of like covering like the evidence of like what happened, okay? And so far, same thing that happened on my last review. I feel she's trying to like game him, okay? Because she initially said that she started to like consider exposing him in June, right? No, April or June, something like that. No, April. But in January, he's shown evidence in January that he was actually already reaching out to other YouTubers, and one of the YouTubers will ask, "Did he ejaculate in her?" Something like that. Like, but it goes to show, like, what I was saying while I was muted was the fact that, like, I feel like their reputation precedes them, so people already have this trust in them. So it's very important that you build your YouTube reputation with trust, and so like the community can when something like this happens, they kind of like hear your side instead of just like throwing you to the garbage. Okay.
All from her. And you guys notice what happened there? San Jose police. This is one of the other suicide attempts.
Whoa, another.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like, this is 2026-02. That's February. Is this still January? We're going to keep going through all of these.
So in January, she was reaching out to YouTubers, right? To kind of like, to do an expose. In February, she's already kind of going back to him and calling, like, doing fake, like, oh, I'm going to like off myself kind of thing. So yeah.
This is recently. This girl done made new accounts, and to this day, as recently as 2 days ago, she's making new Instagram accounts, liking every image so that I will go and try to contact her. So I need you to understand, she's been harassing the shit out of me and stalking me for an extended period. I'll get to the blackmail, I'll get to the smoking guns later, but I'm just trying to establish how crazy and how long it's been and how I've said nothing about most of this behavior publicly because this is just embarrassing. Let's move on. Okay? This is all her. You can see Libertine? Crazy. This is, okay, I didn't know this, but apparently when people make an Instagram from a Gmail account, okay, when you block them and they delete the account, it looks like this. Yep. So this is one of her many accounts, okay? One of her many accounts. All right, these are all the accounts I've had to block from her where she's contacted me from. And I'll go keep going through the images. She has a lot of Instagrams, a lot of different ones. This is another one. These are some of the phone numbers, okay? So I just need to make it clear. This is not even the tip of the iceberg. I started deleting so many of the text messages. I don't know what kind of app she has where she can just generate a new phone number, but like she would create them faster than I could block them.
Wow, it's probably some AI stuff she's using. She's probably using Gemini or like a Claude to like create new accounts really fast. Jeez. And that's one thing about dangerous about AI too. It's gonna like make harassing very easy.
And they would be flooding in. Now you might say, well, Abba, why did you ever reply to anything? It started to get to me when it replied to other people around me. You know, my thing is, if it's guarded towards me, it's easy to kind of ignore. But when it starts to involve my business, when it starts to message preach, when it starts to message the others around me and stuff like that, then I have a different response. Because now I feel like I'm involving them and I'm not protecting them, okay? Not the best response. Still doesn't mean I should engage, but I hope you guys understand just how extensive the harassment has been from this individual. All right. So we're going to move. I mean, you guys saw all this stuff. This was from the 2 days she mentioned, right? This is where she threatens to blackmail me with talking to Myron or whatever, okay? But we're going to move past that. So this whole saga is going on. I want to move to another section real fast. Let's see here. Okay. So at this point, there's this other narrative here, and I'm going to let the clip play and then I'll explain.
I mean, and you said initially that he wanted the baby, but so you really had him on this, like, you know, seesaw effect. Like, if you're going to have this baby, we're not going to have this baby. So I can imagine that emotional toll on bro. So why the flip flops?
And that's the crazy thing. This guy that's speaking is like one of Abin Preach like ops, right? They don't like him because Abin Preach literally like exposed the hell out of him. For him to be asking such a good question just to show you like there's something like bigger than like him right now, because that's a good question. It's a really good question.
So much.
Yeah, I honestly empathize with him. I kept going back and forth because I saw I did see how much Abba was wanting the baby, and I empathized with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not in doubt. Everyone agrees.
Yeah, except her.
No, go ahead.
No, well, go ahead. Except her what?
No, I cut you off. Go ahead.
She's claimed a couple of times that you left her. You implying that you didn't want that.
I don't think Alba is as stressed as he was the first time around. The first video, this dude was really stressed, man. He was drinking. He was just out of it. But I'm glad he's a lot better.
That baby. She said that.
She said a lot of things.
Fair. Carry on.
You suggested the abortion first.
And always, to be clear, until the 11th hour, it was always her idea and it was me against it. Okay?
Right, it came from you. Why did you want to have...
Pause. Yeah, that's the thing. Why does her friend contact people saying Abba forced her to have it in January? We're talking about January. That's the thing that ticked me off. Yeah, I just remember. In the message that she showed us, someone contacted a YouTuber, someone or whatever.
She knows it's her friend. She admits that her friends do this for her.
So her friends, nah, that's not her friends. That's not her friend. That's her. That's not her friend. That's her and Gemini and some kind of AI she's using to like harass him. But again, to be fair, I have to watch her video. I haven't yet watched her video yet. Okay, so to be fair,
on her behalf, it doesn't matter. The friend is saying, it's asking the people, why does Abba is forcing my friend to have an abortion? Mm-hmm. That's what was said. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, wait.
There's no forcing. There's
I understand, but she's always saying that friend was saying Abba is forcing her. Why is Abba forcing her when it's her?
It just never happened.
The abortion in the first place. Why did you even come up with that idea?
Yeah, the only answer to this is just my human response. And when we first decided to have the baby, I thought, or when I first found out I was pregnant, I thought, okay, like this is going to be okay to go forward with. And after time went by, I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of really too soon. When if
someone says, Alba, you should just marry Preach and get it over with. Oh, that's crazy.
I say yes to this, then I would be moving out to Montreal. We're going to start this family, but I'm already seeing these heavy incompatibilities.
Oh no, don't cut the audio.
My bad.
These heavy Wait a minute, this is kind of really too soon. When if I say yes to this, then I would be moving out to Montreal. We're going to start this family, but I'm already seeing these heavy incompatibilities.
Okay, so now the next claim is that like Abba, she didn't want Abba, she just wanted the baby. Okay, that's the claim, and she wanted to co-parent, but she didn't want to be with Abba.
Someone is currently harassing me on YouTube. This woman that like literally reached out to me and said she was interested. I'm like, hey, ask me in 6 months. And now she's like lying, right? I love how Alba like basically did this expose, right? I'm a little more messy than that, but I love how he's a little more high class, right? To kind of show like, hey, this is what she says and this is the receipt, right? Because my approach I was going to take is like, I was going to do like a live, but now I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to make a recording of what happened, right? But again, it's just going to show you like when it comes to YouTube, protect yourself. When it comes to like being online and being like on social platform, please protect yourself because someone sees you as a lick. Someone, whatever you did to get where you need to be, someone is looking at that as well. All I need to do is like lie on your name, make up this narrative about you, right? Something that's not true, right? And they believe that they're gonna go to your spot, right? So you have to be very careful because I'm going through something right now that's like, I'm like, well, it was nothing to me, right? But this person is just like escalating, right? So I have to kind of like say something, right? And I kind of see with Abba, I feel he should have like, and maybe initially she just like probably said something. But again, that's probably what she wanted too. Because ultimately, my personal opinion, right? I feel like she wanted to like settle with him. If he would probably would have given like $50,000, $100,000, right? She would probably just walk away. It was just a quick, it was kind of like a long game with her, right? Of getting quick money fast, okay?
Then tell me why, after this girl ended things and then got the abortion anyways, did this girl try to circle back and then come up to visit 5 or 6 times? In fact, not only did she do that, she was pushing. She's like, I got leave. I could do that. And I kept saying no. Okay? You guys can read the text yourselves. You can see that she's asking for Taya, and I keep saying no every single time. In fact, at one point, she gets upset because she says, what answer can I give you that's not going to get me juked? I'm like, juked?
I think if I was Abba, I probably would have just like tell her to come. And right when she's coming out, I probably would have told like, listen, I'm Donald Trump. I just got deployed. I joined the military and I'm getting deployed. I got to go. Okay. And she probably would have been like, well, you're in California, but it doesn't matter. She got deployed. I'm just kidding.
She's like, you don't know what a juke is? Like a dodge? Like this is basketball juking, okay? And what she means is, and she'll explain this in the next set of texts.
I'm fake.
I'm asking because there were 5 potential times for meeting, and then I'd get a spin move each time. It was a different case. I just kept not wanting to see this person. I refused, after we'd broken up, to be involved, okay?
To be what?
To be involved, to see each other. We haven't seen each other since January 2nd. She's tried, okay?
What's that thing with a psychiatrist?
She gets mad, in fact, because at one point she goes, 6 times is crazy. And I'm like, yo, she getting mad because I'm refusing to do the thing. Not only does she say that, remember she said, oh, I'm afraid because then I would have to move to Montreal and that's terrifying. You know what this crazy broad does? One day she hits me up. She's like, I'm going to quit my job and I'll move in with you. Now, why am I saying this? I think in her head she might be genuine. I don't know. I just trying to say to you guys how much this girl flip-flops. How much this girl goes from like,
I just realized something. This is not about this. I just realized their background is fake. I think they moved out the studio a long time ago, but they still have that like that central focal point of what their studio looks like, right? And you can see it's fake. It's like the hands. It's kind of like I can see a green screen. Anyway, that's not important, but I just want to point that out.
To I don't know, to I want this baby, to I don't know. In my opinion, this girl never wanted the child. That's my honest opinion. That's why after 10...
I disagree. I think she wanted a child. Just like he said, if you don't know, again, if you watch my first video, Abba was told that he has a very low sperm count, right? I think she wanted a child with him. I think she probably felt something. He was probably creating a distance. He probably felt like, hey, he's seen some other people. So she probably wanted to like, hey, I want to make sure that like he's in there like fish grease, right? And I feel like she wanted to cement her position with him, right? So that's why she faked this pregnancy. And I feel like she wanted to probably be closer to him, so she probably can like make sure she get it right this time. Because I don't think she was ever pregnant the first time around. Even though he said that, right? He knows better than I do. I feel like he's probably saying that to kind of give her a little bit like grace, right? But I don't, based on what I know, because she's probably going to go around and talk to everyone. Where's the receipt? Where is the pregnancy stuff, right? Where is the receipt from the doctor basically stating that she's pregnant? I don't think I've seen it thus far. To be fair, I've not watched her video yet. Okay, we're gonna do that later.
Different flip-flops on having the kid or not after 4 or 5 abortion appointments and canceling everything, at the point where she told me all of a sudden now she wants the kid, but she wants to end like blindsiding me. I just said, you're not going to use this thing to hover over me and control me for the rest of my life. I don't think you want to have this child. And I know this too, because while we were together, there were 2 times where she cut me out of the pregnancy entirely. She said, I'm going to do this by myself, you're out. She just texted me, crazy. Not because I said something insane or whatever, she was hormonal, she was getting upset. So I said, if you already able to cut me out of the pregnancy twice and do this on your own, I was like, all right, then go do it on your own. We'll see. Guess what happened? She had a chance to do it on her own, and she went and got the abortion by herself. Nobody was there. I hadn't spoken to her in weeks. She went and got it done. She never wanted a child. She just needs somebody to blame for what she did. And you don't believe me? We're going to listen to her own words.
What's that thing about her needing a psychiatrist or watching a psychiatrist or needing to speak to a psychiatrist?
Mental health.
Smells like
I'm
lawsuit.
not going to get into that, but she got mental health.
Smells
you
like
guys see the
lawsuit.
message here? What does she say?
No
The last thing I want to do is be inconsiderate. I keep doing that. I mentioned that I said today about quitting my job and everything because that's how I felt about it. The everything and how I felt about it was moving up here. And I reference it at the bottom because I say, you're saying you want to quit everything and want to move here, followed by the issue is, and then we start going to other stuff. I'm like, you're not moving here. Like, this doesn't make sense. She's always, so that's why I never saw her again, and I refused, okay? Let's go back to it, and we're going to skip a little bit further ahead.
Right.
Okay, so remember I told you that she handled the whole breakup and everything really weirdly and awkwardly? People said, oh, but whatever. I want you to listen to her own words. This is after the abortion. She reaches out, we're talking, and then this is what she says. Aloha.
Doing the right thing. Welcome.
To be honest with you, I didn't do that right. And I should have talked to you first.
What she's talking about is the whole breakup and then making arbitrary decisions by herself without consultation.
And I do feel like I did that wrong. It was a mistake how I handled all of that. And say was.
Remember, she did everything right during her relationship. Everything.
At the time, it was. I hope like you understand like how profound the pressure was for me, and I just didn't have like the clarity or like the tools to figure it out, and that's all I can tell you. And
sorry, I was playing video games while she was yapping.
And I kind of just like abruptly and blindsided you. But yeah, the pregnancy intensified everything.
So she admits to blindsiding me like I've been saying this whole time.
But in between, I felt debilitated with trying to make a decision. And this is something I kind of like hinted to you that I was worried and like anxious. I know as I'm talking about this, it doesn't make any sense. I'm telling
Doing the right thing. Do you mean why is she coming to the internet with something so personal and private? It's all part of the game. I think I honestly believe what she wanted to do was like threaten Alba, and it just didn't go as planned. Again, they have 2-something million subscribers. I feel like she's just like, how would you think of his personality? I'm not sure if you know a lot about them, right? How would you think of him as someone who makes a good decision if like, dude, you got someone pregnant and you left her alone to get an abortion? I feel like she wanted to bring that story, that narrative, right, online, and it just didn't go as planned. That's what I'm gauging from her. Okay, because I don't think she was really pregnant, right? And I feel the ultimate goal, just like we said in when we watched the first video, was kind of having payoff, right? Yeah, this is dangerous game she's playing. No, when it comes to Abba, I'm pretty sure I don't think she's playing dangerous game. I think that's I feel like this is more of a social media game kind of that she's playing. Like she's playing a game of like not in the courtroom, kind of like let the viewers kind of decide, right? Because dangerous, I feel like she's playing a game with like let's see, Tory Lanez. That's a dangerous game. Sorry. But Abba, I don't think Abba is a threat at all. I really don't think it's a threat. I think you could tell he was even crying in the recording. I think it's more emotional game she's playing, yes, but I don't think she's getting the response that she wanted, okay? Because again, just like I said in the beginning, it's just their social media kind of like stacks. I don't want to say stacks. Their reputation precedes them, okay? And they've been, since I watched them, there's never have any true like controversy like this, and how they've always kind of like analyzed situation and just kind of like handled themselves has always been very positive, right? So with this situation, so kind of like this is the first time they've actually gone through something that we are kind of like critiquing them for instead of them always critiquing others. And thus far, no joke, I feel like he's getting an A, right? I just feel like she's not being truthful. There's a lot of things omitted. And the most important thing to me is like, was she really pregnant? That's what I'm getting from this. So what do you think?
Telling you what was going on in my head at the time. And
we'll go eat.
I didn't even talk about it. I didn't even talk about it with Kimberly because I was just like, when I walked out and I said like I did this, she was like, "What the hell did you do?" And I said, and that's like another reason why I knew it was just like, I was just trying to do the right thing. I didn't want to.
What is that in the background? What's that noise in the background? That's not me.
Fail anybody.
So she's trying to say now that this was spontaneous. It wasn't well thought out. I was just so think about that. I just want y'all to think about the fact that this woman was going to try to alter my life, alter the course of the relationship, everything. And she wasn't thinking straight. She was just doing shit. That was her whole relationship. She was never stable. She was never consistent.
I have to disagree with him here, but again, my position still stands. Okay. If let's assume she was pregnant, I can understand where she's coming from. I can understand that. Like she lives. Oh, just so you know, doing the right thing. We did confirm today. Abba did confirm she lives in California. They live in Canada, right? So that was what did he say? Like a 6-7 hours like flight over there. So yeah, that's a distance. So if she was pregnant, I can see her saying, "Well, I want to quit my job to live closer to you," and I get it. That makes sense to me, right? So
she's always flip-flopping. None of it makes sense. And if you go listen to her tell a story, none of it makes sense.
Okay.
It's because she's not all there. Okay.
Abba, that's you. You chose her. Let's be fair.
So, what comes after this portion? Because we need to get to the good stuff. And don't worry, it's going to get good. Now we get on to the idea that Abba has an anger issue. He does this yelling and verbal abuse and all this other stuff.
No.
And every time I heard her, I would be like, "What are you smoking?" But then she told a story I remember. And I knew it didn't go the way she said. But let's listen to her tell the story. And I want you guys to listen to this in its entirety.
And another comment about like girls being hot in Spain and just something like that. And
backdrop, she's at my place. This is the final time we see each other around New Year's. Okay? We're sitting around having breakfast. And this is what she's referencing. I'm going to let her tell the story, and then I'll add in the blanks.
He was talking about how attractive other girls were in front of you?
Yeah, he was like, I went to Spain and like Spain has the hottest people. And he was like, the women in Spain are like really hot. And we had talked about this before. And he said stuff like,
"Whoa, doing the right thing." Did you watch the interview? I am trying. Every interview I'm gonna watch is gonna be live, so I can get like a real raw. So you guys can get like a real raw reaction, okay? And I want to hear your reaction too. So, This I watched the first one, of course. Again, watched that video of Abba like kind of like saying what happened, and the next video I'm gonna watch is gonna be her. So doing the right thing. Did you watch this video she's currently being interviewed on, or is a different person she sat down with?
This, and then I get upset, and then I leave the house, and then I come back, but I do pack my things because I'm like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. But I do come back, and I was just like a little angry, so I went to the coffee shop next door. I do come back, and he gets so upset with me. We start fighting again.
What did you get upset with you for? Was it a coffee shop?
Because I left, yeah. And he got so upset, and I was trying to explain to him why I was upset, and he just wouldn't hear it. He didn't understand why I was upset or mad. Things would escalate. I'm trying to explain it to him. He's like, no, you left. You need to get out the house. And I'm trying to tell him, like, why don't you see why I left in the first place? And then it would rile up, and then I start crying. And then he does the whole mocking and yelling and screaming thing. And I know that's hard to imagine, but like,
It's hard to imagine because you're not saying shit that is very concrete.
She said I was yelling.
Yes, I understand. But
I was screaming.
I understand, but she's leaving the way she is telling the story. There's a lot of things that you leave out. Mm-hmm. The story is not very precise. Like someone that would.
Well, maybe she's not a good narrator. Okay, so we're not gonna hold that against her. But let's hear what they have to say.
You know what? I'm not gonna say someone. I'm telling a story. I was right. I'm telling you, listen, we were talking about this, we were talking about that, and then he said this, he said that. Then I was upset because you're explaining stuff. She's not really explaining.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
mocking and yelling and screaming thing. And I know that's hard to imagine, but like, just refer to
it. It ain't hard for me to imagine after hearing that goddamn phone call. So.
All right, so Stevie believes that I was screaming and yelling and being verbally abusive.
Yeah, so the phone call is just like a preview to what I experienced a lot with him personally. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel safe. He would yell. He would scream. I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out. He has his reasons for it. I was pregnant. I had no signal outside. I was locked out the apartment in Canada weather. And
okay, you guys heard that, right?
Whoa.
So I'm going to...
That's a big allegation. That is a big allegation, okay? Let's hear it.
Give you guys the context of the argument. The argument wasn't that big. It was basically, she's like, she makes it sound like I was like, man, there's fucking, the women in Spain are so hot. And that's not what happened. We're just talking about how people are attractive in different places. You know, in some places you'll find the men are more attractive. In some places you'll find the women are more attractive. Me and Preach have had this conversation dozens of times. Where we'd be like, oh, the women here are more attractive. The men there, I think, have a better style, whatever. Fair?
Fair.
So we were having this.
Why is Preach out of it? Look at Preach's face. I feel like he's looking at her. It's like, I'm so done with this.
We were talking about the dudes in the West Coast, whatever it is. And then I mentioned, and she got upset.
Of course, you don't have that conversation with your girl. That's her bad.
She got upset about that. Okay? God forbid. She throws a tantrum. When she gets upset, I just give her space. So that's what she needs. So that's how we settle things up. I respect it. I go to the room. A time goes by. I go outside. She's gone. I go look for her. Can't find her. And then I realize she packed her bags and took it with her. Can't find her bags. So over a minor argument on the final day that we were spending time after she's just traveled a good 9 hours to be here, over a minor argument, she packed her bags and she left. Was I upset? Absolutely. She claims that when she came back, I was upset because she left. I don't care you left. I think it's normal in an argument if you want to take a walk, take some space. Packing the bags to me, especially knowing how I like to set up things where like, we can always figure this out. Just don't walk out on me. Don't quit. We can figure it out. Her packing the bags was a bit far for me. She comes back, okay? And she makes a comment to me. She goes, I won't even say what the comment is, actually, because you guys will find out. So now she's claiming I was screaming, I was yelling. I was verbally abusive, and then I kicked her out, and I left her outside as a pregnant woman in the Montreal cold, right? She went outside. I said, get out of here. And I said, freeze to death, right?
Oh, no.
Now, here's what's crazy. I didn't realize this, but I actually had recorded that interaction. I forgot. The reason why is that when I get somebody out of my house, just so there's no craziness or they can't say later, sometimes I do that. You know what I mean? And you might think it's a lot, but it saved me.
Dude, I feel like I don't like where the world is going. I really don't like where the world is going, bro. I really do. I feel like I guess it's just social media, right? You can't trust nobody. None whatsoever. Like you have to, like we're coming to an age of what is it called? Remember that movie with Jim Carrey, where Jim Carrey was like on the Truman Show? I feel like this is what it's becoming, because you cannot trust anybody, right? And I see what he's saying, because if he didn't record this, if he didn't protect himself, I can guarantee you there are going to be a certain percentage of people, because again, when you have 2.2 million subscribers, right? And that's what she's trying to go for, like the empathy of like women, like, oh my God, I'm just like the helpless victim in the situation, right? I feel like a lot of women would have like believe her, staying with her. But if you don't adapt to this, like this Truman Show mentality, where recording everything, making sure you protect yourself, right? People will believe him. It's kind of sad. It's kind of like you don't trust people anymore, right? That's why when it comes to social media, I'm like, I don't want the publicity, right? Just give me the money. Seriously, just give me the money, because I promise you, she's done homework on him. She's done homework on Abba, right? But again, if he didn't protect himself, if he didn't have that kind of Truman Show, kind of like everything has to be recorded, everything is recorded, right? How can he get himself out of this like quagmire right now, right? Anyway, let's carry forward and hear what he has to say.
And I want you guys to listen to the interaction where I was screaming and yelling.
Him personally, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel safe. He would yell. He would scream. I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out. He has his reasons for it. I was pregnant. I had no signal outside. I was locked out the apartment in Canada weather, and then it would rile up.
Because for me personally, again, this is nothing to do with this this video. If I feel I have to record you, and you're coming close to me, but then again, I think she probably this is something about being pregnant around this time. Oh yeah, okay, so I get it. I would not even have you come over close to me at all, because I don't trust you. Like, get away from me, kind of thing. So, but again, she was pregnant. She said she was pregnant at this time, so I get where he's coming from, right?
And then I start crying, and then he does the whole and yelling and screaming thing.
And you tried to book a hotel and it didn't work? Well, you clearly didn't just go to get coffee. So what happened? You booked a hotel and your phone didn't work, so that's why you came back?
It wouldn't even work down there.
Right.
So she came back and she said, I'm like, where were you? And she's like, I only came back because I didn't have any cell service, but I wanted to book my own place. So not only did she just disappear like this, when she came back, she kept acting weird. And at this point, she starts talking about it doesn't feel safe. So me, a woman says anything like that, that's a wrap.
Yep.
You don't feel safe in my home?
Yep.
I'm not going to keep you here.
Gotta go.
Especially you, a tiny woman. I'm a black dude. I ain't playing that shit.
Yep.
So I said, cool.
So because you couldn't book a hotel with your phone, now you want to stay here?
Okay, you want me to go?
I do want you to go. Yeah,
Yes.
you quit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you were trying to book a hotel. Now you coming back pretending like you didn't want to go. So I don't need that shit. Leave. If you want to leave, leave. Absolutely, actually. Let me book it for you. You tripping. Shit, you staying here just because...
This is me yelling. Keep in mind, I'm close to the mic, and I had to boost the audio because her voice is so low. So you think this sounds loud? It's because I boosted it as much as I could so y'all could hear her.
You couldn't get cell service? Oh, hell no. So I'm going to book it for you. Book a hotel with your phone. Now you want to stay here.
Okay, you want me to go?
I do want you to go. Yeah, you quit. Yeah, you were trying to book a hotel. Now you coming back pretending like you didn't want to go. So I don't need that shit. Leave. If you want to leave, leave. Absolutely, actually. Let me book it for you. You tripping. Shit, you staying here just because you couldn't get cell service? Oh, hell no. So I'm going to book it for you. I'll pay for the Uber and everything. I'll make it super easy.
Why would I want to be around someone?
Exactly. So now you don't need the cell service. I'm going to book it for you.
Let me know when the screaming
You are
starts.
tripping. I consent to receiving additional.
Let me know when the yelling starts. Don't forget, this is her evidence of verbal abuse. This incident. Listen.
You're not doing that.
Okay, so you guys didn't hear this, but I'm going to just play back. At one point, she starts to move to another room for no reason. Her shit's there in the living room. She moves to another room, okay?
This is set up. Wow, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm about to bug my house. I'm serious. You never know. This is crazy. She would have gotten away with a like line saying that like he screamed and yelled. That's yelling? Wow.
She's so unsafe.
I consent to receiving additional.
Stop yelling, Abba. Listen.
Well, I don't know what she's doing, but I don't know why she just went to that room. You're not doing that.
I don't know what she's doing in this other room.
All right, I booked it. So let's go. You don't have to stay in this room. It's cold. Let's go.
No.
Hey, I booked it.
No.
She said no. She said no.
No.
Hey, I booked it.
No.
What do you mean no? You're gonna stay at my place? I already booked the hotel.
Just cancel it.
I'm not canceling it. You need to go.
Guys, she just said she's unsafe to be around his place. Yeah. Please, you need to go. Please, you need to go. For your safety and my safety. This is insane what she's doing.
You want to leave? You leave. Hey, get up out of here. I told you you quit on me again.
How is that me quitting?
All right, listen, I'm not raising my voice. You know, when you go. I just want you to leave. I just want you gone.
I even said I'm not raising my voice. I just want you to leave. And don't ever forget, this room is empty. There's no furniture in here. And so it echoes like crazy.
I'm not going.
Why are you staying? You're wasting my time. I don't want you in my house no more. You wanted to quit? That's it. That's a wrap between us.
So I can be mistreated and then me leaving is...
You can say you were mistreated. That's your version. Your version is always you're the victim. I don't really care. I already booked your hotel. You need to go. I never thought I'd kick you out of my house, but this happened. You're leaving 100%. You're definitely not staying in my house tonight.
Are you guys terrified yet?
We're not doing this back in.
Dude, part one, Abba tried to tell her, listen, I have more. I have more. If you try to play with me, that's it, right? And I feel, man, he came ready. Abba came ready, man. I'm glad I didn't watch her like manipulative like way first, okay? Because I'm gonna go in now like, and I have to be very careful with her video because I feel like she's gonna try to strike people that don't have favorable like a commentary to her videos. So I have to be very careful about that. But this is looking bad. Where is the yelling? Again, as a man, you have to be very careful because she just said she was she was not safe being at his house. So he's like, I'm gonna book you something. And if he didn't have the kind of like Truman Show kind of mentality of like everything being recorded, right, and like showing receipt, guess what? It's gonna be her words versus his. And I can promise you, majority of the people are gonna believe her word before his because she sounds very like, oh my God, I'm so nice. I didn't do nothing. I just came to his house and he started yelling. This is what I like. That it sells that, right? And man, kudos to him. Kudos to him. He should have called the cops on her ass. I'm jealous. Like to be truthful, she didn't really do anything like that. The cops is gonna like say something. I feel like also don't forget too. I'm jealous. He is more. I know he's not LeBron James. He's not like a football player. He's not a soccer player, right? But believe it or not, he has some social media, like a public presence, right? That if he called the cops and that makes it to the news, right, it's gonna make him look bad. So you have to keep that in back of your mind. Like when you have the cops involved, now people want to see the video. Now she can start pretending something is not there. Like, oh man, like look at the scratch, etc. Right? So again, I'm going a little bit extreme, right? But this is something he has to probably like keep in. You have to keep in consideration of, because again, he is the public figure, right? He does have more to lose than her. So calling the cops, right? I feel like sometimes it may like pull a little like a fuel, gasoline to the fire, okay? Compared to just recording it and just making sure he has his statement and kind of get an audio interpretation of what occurred, okay? So I like what he did. I really love what he did.
Forth on and off bullshit. I ain't doing that. Let's go.
I didn't.
I booked the hotel. You're leaving 100%. Okay, well, listen, don't make me call the cops. So you can either leave because you choose to, or I call the cops.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're gonna keep playing.
I can't forcibly remove you from my house. I can't do that.
Okay.
You can't do that.
Okay.
But
And don't forget, guys, I didn't have any
Cops
obligation to. I booked her the hotel. I want to make sure she gets home safe. Her flight tomorrow is already set up. She has all the information. I booked the
Low key, low key. If I was Abba, I feel like, I guess my biggest thing now, if you have brothers and sisters, like recommendation, if you have sisters, a mom, this is the perfect time you call them over, okay? You want to have some kind of female like present to say like what occurred, to kind of like give you some kind of like a room to like say, hey, to someone to validate what you're saying, okay? I'm not sure if Abba, his mom's like, I have nothing to do that, but at this point, she's pregnant. So again, this is not a regular girlfriend, boyfriend kind of thing or whatever the case may be, right? She's pregnant, okay? So you have to lead with that. So I feel like calling like some kind of like female a friend, or calling like his mom or sister, that would kind of like give that little like room to like validate some of the things he's saying, okay? Because again, calling the cops may put you completely out there, okay?
hotel in her name, not mine. I made sure everything is good for her. Because a woman tells me, no, let me just say this. If a woman ever ushers the word to you, I don't feel safe in their urine crib, they gotta go.
They gotta go.
If they don't live in town, get him some accommodation.
They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. If you have a female friend over, if you have a female friend, call her to say, hey, listen, I have someone here. She doesn't feel safe because at the end of the day, it's better safe than sorry. Because again, this is some things women don't like understand when it comes to man, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be in court and it says, don't have any audio, don't have any video, right? To say, well, I said this and she said this. Now she's like, and now I'm doing 12 years. Nope. You got to go. You have to go.
Accommodations, keep it safe. I don't play that shit. So when she said that goofy ass shit to me, I said, you got to go. Now, I was stern, but I never yelled. I never started screaming or mocking or whatever.
You're yelling now.
Oh.
Yo, the tone policing is crazy, bro.
One or the other. But I promise you, I'm not keeping you in my house.
It's funny. If you don't know Abba was in the military. He was in the military in Canada. So sometimes his firm may come off a little more assertive than like a normal civilian, okay? But in what I've heard so far, I didn't hear that military kind of like present there. So it's not like he was being extremely assertive, like you have to leave now kind of thing. So yes, just in case you know, he was in the military for I forgot how many years.
I'm not doing this lengthy argument. Please leave.
Please.
Go stay at the hotel. Go do your thing.
Okay, I will go.
Yes, thank you. Let's go.
1 sec.
Oh, she said she's going.
I told you go laugh. Did I tell you go laugh? Didn't I tell you go laugh? And you were like, we'll see. We'll see.
Jealous says, your female friend is going to whip her ass. She claims to be pregnant. You got to call the cops to come get her. I'm jealous. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying too, though, I don't see Alba. This is what I feel. I feel like he has more to lose than her, right? In that situation, right? I feel like I have Grand Theft Auto like in the background, and like I see there's a shootout going on. I feel like I like how he handles the situation. Okay, he did offer to call the cops, but if I was him, I probably would call a female friend. I probably would call a female friend. I'm not sure how cool he is with his mom, right? Kind of like call her, like come over, right? Probably it's pretty late, so maybe his mom's not gonna come. Call a female friend. Or again, push come to shove. Yes, cops are gonna be called if it's extreme, right? Or I'm going to like try to find a way for her to like get to go somewhere else. But I need someone there. That's what I'm trying to get at. I need someone there. I need to make sure because it's gonna be her story, my story, and something in between, okay? And I need someone there that's not my story or her story.
We'll see. We'll see, nigga. You know.
All right, we're putting on our shoes. We're leaving. Now, guys, remember this next part, because I'm going to have to go back because y'all might have forgot because this is a little while ago. Let me go back. Remember what she said? What happened next?
With him personally, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel safe. He would yell. He would scream. I was pregnant in Montreal. He kicked me out. He has his reasons for it. I was pregnant. I had no signal outside. I was locked out the apartment in Canada weather. And then...
Okay, you guys heard that portion, right?
Yeah.
So I locked her out in Canada weather, left her to die.
I'm gonna say, give me back my keys. Watch.
Yeah, she's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar, bro. She's a liar. And she's embarrassing herself right now online. She's completely embarrassing herself. Again, I'm telling you, OnlyFans is coming up. Would I buy it? I don't know. For research purpose, I'm trolling, right? But seriously, she's a liar. This is not looking good on her. How can you be a professional, work in the medical field, right? And come all the way from California to like throw your life away for like stupid stuff online? People do that every day. There's currently a nurse from Philadelphia, right? She's online embarrassing herself. Has nothing to do with this situation, right? Online embarrassing herself, right? Just for social media clout. She's an LPN, licensed practical nurse, right? And it's really sad that what people would do. She's a liar. You didn't hear screaming. This is absurd. Just to try to destroy his reputation because she felt like this is her way to get there. It's really sad.
You guys want to leave? Let's go. I'm not. Your version is always you're the victim. Definitely not. Well, listen, don't make me call it.
Listen. I left her alone in Montreal cold weather. This recording, bro.
Wow.
We're going downstairs. We're about to get her the Uber so she goes to the hotel. Watch what happens.
I'll get you an Uber.
I'm going to take care of it.
No, you're not. You
She
have
says, I'm going to take care of it. I said, I'm going to get you Uber. She said, I'm going to take care of it, okay?
to go to the hotel. You need the reservation.
I'm Jella. Again, for the replay, if you're not watching this. So I'm Jella's a female. She says, call a female friend. Call a female friend. I cannot see this whole message. I need to come here. I can't see it. Call a female friend. A lying baby mama will lock herself in the bathroom, punch herself in the face, and then call the cops on Abba and his female friend. Yeah. Truthfully, if you call the cops, if someone that's set in stone what they're gonna do, right? Like her, right? By the time the cops is coming over, she can also do that too. Like, I'm just saying, like, she can go to the bathroom to punch herself in the face and say he scratched me, or scratch herself with the keys and say, okay, this is what he did. So to be fair, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say too, like, I'm not saying like, yeah, those are extreme. Like, that's someone that's determined to get you locked up. I'm just saying in a situation like just as a man, a young man going through something, I think the best thing to do is someone said says she doesn't feel safe around you, just call. If you can call someone, again, a normal person, yes, you can call maybe you can call the cops, right? But someone like his status, I don't know. I feel like I would say something. What I was done before, like in the military, right? When certain things occurred, you cannot just call the cops. You have to go to the proper chain of command. I guess maybe that's how I'm interpreting it, right? Because again, when you call the cops, you're gonna make it to the news. You're gonna make it to the 5 o'clock news. So it's best to like call your chain of command first, so that can be handled before you start getting media involved. So maybe that's how I'm analyzing it, right? But I do feel like, yes, in his situation too, because someone he's not a normal civilian in the context of like, well, he's a civilian, but just. I feel like the position he can be in, I feel like it's best to like probably call a friend that's close by. If he doesn't have a friend close by, again, if he can call his parents, right? Again, she doesn't feel safe, right? Just kind of have that, because if she's set in stone to get you locked up, there's really not that much you can do. Because she can always go to the bathroom real quick and like put, hey, when the cops is coming over, because the cops is not going to be there in 1 minute, right? By the time the cops is coming over, she can put some scratches on herself. If she's really set in stone to like get you locked up.
I'll figure it out.
No, we have to do it together. All right, baby. Let's go.
So now we're in the lobby. Watch what happens. Listen.
I'll figure it out. Leave me alone. I'll figure it out.
You need the hotel.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
I have texted her the confirmation for the hotel. She has the PIN number. I sent it to her. But she's saying, no, I'm going to figure it out. But she already has the information.
All right, then. I'll send you the details.
My phone doesn't work, so I don't, whatever happens to me, it's fine.
No, you chose this. No, you chose this. No, you chose this. It's not my phone doesn't work. Whatever happened to me, fine. I got you a room. I got you an Uber. Now you're on some, I'll take care of it. My phone doesn't work. Whatever happens to me, fine. My girl.
Listen again.
I'll send you the details.
My phone doesn't work, so I don't, whatever happens to me, it's fine.
So you know I didn't make up the subtitles. This goofy-ass broad runs outside in the middle of winter with apparently no cell service and does a damsel in distress act, which she always does. Every time I break up with her, she's always putting herself in danger. Don't believe me? It gets worse. So remember, I forced her out. I left her outside in Montreal weather. She was freezing to death. I did nothing. I was going to get her the Uber to the hotel, which under her name. She didn't want it. She ran outside. I'm like, come back. She didn't want to.
I'll make sure you get there. Best Western. Whatever. She won't be stupid then. I'll be fucking retarded.
Because I just saw her run outside. I'm like, no, then go ahead. Watch what happens after this, okay? This next part's funny because then I start reaching out to her to make sure she got the information, okay?
I have never tried to commit suicide because he broke up with me.
So these are the text messages what's scribbled over here. Okay? This is the booking confirmation that I sent her. Okay? Here is her texting me after running outside like a goofball, and she goes, my phone is going to die. I don't have service. Then I'm like, come back to the building. I'll get you an Uber. I'm in the lobby. I'm still trying to help this goofy ass person.
Well, you're two goofies, technically.
Fair. I'll own that. I'm being goofy.
You're two
okay?
goofies.
But one thing I did not do is verbally and emotionally abuse. Okay, I'll own I made plenty of mistakes. I'll own this was a toxic relationship. Was it crazy? It wasn't that crazy. She was definitely. But I played into it and I entertained it for too long. But there was none of that. Everything she claimed never happened. And I'm still trying to help her. Watch how crazy this is. And I want you to see how she weaponizes. I'm still texting her, come back to the building, come back to the building. I'm even literally putting it in an image, and I drew it so she could see to come back so I could get her to safety, okay? Because even though I know she's being manipulative, I'm still trying to make sure she's safe.
Peep game. I just said that it was two goofies, right? But actually, I really believe that the fact that you were goofy in that situation actually is the thing that saved you, because you're doing the good thing and you're showing faith. For example, let's say you would have to present this to someone, I don't know, legal forces or whatnot. It shows that you try to. It doesn't show that you're being violent. It shows that you try to help her every freaking step of the way. So yes, I did say
Okay.
two goofies, but. Is the thing that helped you.
No,
the problem is you stretch it a little.
No, I'm
Thanks, Angela. Thank you. I was muted.
going to say something.
Go ahead.
When someone is pregnant with your child, there's a mindset that changes, okay? Yes, this person was taking me through a roller coaster, but I was really in the mindset that the kid's in danger too.
Sure,
Okay?
100%.
So in my head, I told myself, I could assume and be bravado and be like, yeah, you just playing, fuck you. But y'all think, if that's actually someone you think is your child, you're not going to take a chance. And that's how I was approaching it. So you can make fun of it or whatever. I can live with myself if I do too much and she played me. I can't live with myself if I didn't do enough and she did actually end her life and I could have done something to help.
100%.
So is it goofy? You can say that.
You can say that.
You can say that. But at this point, I'd rather take that chance and look stupid than not do the right thing and then look actually reprehensible. So she was manipulating me. She was never in danger. You know how I know? Because every time I sent a text, it would say delivered, but she would pretend like she couldn't see it. Okay? What do you think? She's going, are you getting this? I can't call or text. I'm lost. I don't have navigation. My phone is dying. You see this behavior that I'm talking about where everything is a dire situation the moment I want to end things. I'm still telling her to come back. She's getting these texts. She's replying with everything but where she is or whether or not she's coming back. Okay? Now she's saying she's lost. So I'm like, then tell me where you are. Mind you guys, keep in context. This is 7 p.m. downtown Montreal. There's stores everywhere.
You said I'm jealous as I like preach. I think I don't want to pick a favorite, but I kind of align more with Alba. A lot of things he says more. Okay, I like both of them, right? But Alba, I think. Do you know what it is too? Like that's. I think around the time when I said I find like Alba and preach is the fact that he was in the military. So yeah. He doesn't look like it now with his hair, but but yeah, I like both of them. But like, I think Alva's more personal. I kind of align a lot more my political belief and a lot of like things he spew. It's like I kind of agree with that.
Oh,
there's Tim Mahort. You can go into any place, get Wi-Fi. She a pretty girl. Somebody will give her a charger if they need it. Her phone's not dead anyways. This is an act.
It's just like New York, but you know, with nicer people. I'm just saying. I like my New York people, but
I'm really surprised she didn't say my phone is dead. Why text it on the phone, for the dead phone? At this point, I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point, I now consider her a joker. I'm not gonna take her seriously. I don't think she expected the fact that he has a recording, and he did try to warn her the first time around, like, hey, listen, have more. I can say I don't want to make you look bad. Now this makes her look bad because in the first video, he didn't really provide as much receipt as he did with this video, right? Because now he's showing like she's asserting the fact that, hey, you kicked me out screaming and you're like this mean guy. And he play the video. He was not a mean guy. He actually uses indoor voice, so it's not looking good for her.
But if you go to Manhattan and try to get some help, it's not everybody that's gonna help you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's just that.
So here we go.
I'm jealous. Says Nomad. What do you think of Steve Knight? Stevie Knight. I don't think of anything of him. I do know like Abba and Preach like did expose on him. I don't really follow him as much. There's another guy that's like this big dude that kind of reminded him. He kind of remind me of the other guy. I forgot his name, right? He's a gamer. And during COVID, he was more like, there's this game called The Last of Us Part 2, right? Because it was a female protagonist. They were like questioning, how can a female protagonist be so diesel and deep and all this stuff, right? And these guys were so weird because they were so like infatuated with the fact that like a female protagonist, right, was like diesel, but it's okay for a man like Superman to like to be faster than a bullet, right? It was logical for a man to run faster than a bullet, but a female protagonist could not be diesel and like do some of the things that she does, right? And Steve reminded me of this other guy that was like, he was really into like, I forgot his name. I don't remember his name. He reminded me of the guy. Like a lot of the arguments makes no sense to me, right? But I never really got into him. I'm just like, whatever, right? But Abba and Preach, I did hear what they said when they basically annihilated him, okay? And I'm indifferent when it comes to him. Maybe do you want to send me some videos to watch with regards to him so I can get like some understand about him?
Next one. They said you haven't. So I called the hotel because she hasn't responded for hours now, and I'm trying to figure out where she is. I called the hotel to find out. Still not there. I've called 20 times, looked everywhere, but you're refusing to let me help you. I hope you're safe. 2 hours later, she gets back to me. I'm not sure you will get this, but you just got my phone to turn on and this place is closing and someone here lent me their charger for a few minutes. I still have no battery, no service. You know I'm not dressed to walk around here and I've been out so now it's my fault. I've been out for a few hours. I can't even call an Uber. I've got no idea where I am because my navigation will not even load.
But she said she
and
would
where
take care.
are you? This whole time I've been asking for her location. She will blame me. She'll write these long messages about her distressed state.
Do you know why she did that? She did that to provide her receipt. She did not know that he recorded his conversation with her, right? So what she did was kind of protect her behind because she knew she was gonna go later on to say like, oh, he did this to me, right? So she wanted to like have a receipt. So she kind of like decided later on, hey, let me send this message, right? To kind of make it look like he's such a bad guy. The reason why I know so, I remember when I went to Nigeria, right? I was with my family. I haven't never seen like since like in the 80s, right? When I was kind of driving to certain places, I made sure I paid with my credit card. The reason being is that just in case something should happen, if someone is finding me, they can know, hey, he last used his credit card over here. I'm serious. But that's what it is, though. Like I feel like that's what she did. She basically wanted to like have this evidence, like, see, I wrote him this, so it can be her word versus his word, right? But she messed up. Guess what? What she messed up in? She messed up in the fact that like he recorded it. Just like me, I wanted to provide receipt just in case something should happen to me. I made sure this is a weird place that I was not supposed to go to. I wanted to make sure I use my credit card so that way, if something should happen to me, someone can track and say, hey, the credit card was last used on this location. So
it's never a location. Why? Because this lady's manipulative. Okay? That's all that's happening.
Yeah.
I'm still asking for an address. I'm saying over here. Let me see here.
But she also.
I'm saying over here, give me an address, ask them what location. Just text me the name. I am trying. Okay? Earnestly trying.
And she also said that she would take care of it. And now she's putting on you.
So now I get frustrated because now I'm like, no, like this is purposeful. It's been 5 hours. You've texted me you're lost 6 times, but haven't sent me an address or the name of your store you're at. And what does she text back? You knew this was going to happen. And I'm like, oh, so you want to argue, not actually lost or in danger. That's my status. I'm not safe.
No.
Think about this. Manipulation. Manipulation.
So I didn't want to put this stuff out there. I know she's a goofy ass person. I know she is the worst party of us two. I don't care. If you want to say I'm the worst party, I am. I'm a piece of garbage. I did whatever. But all these lies she's doing. You saw how she told the story. I kicked her outside. I left her to die in the cold weather. I was yelling. None of it's real. The way a lot of this other stuff is real, but a lot of it's he said, she said. And because she's a pretty girl who talks calm and she recorded me at my lowest, she can make whatever narrative. You notice a lot of these red pill weirdos, all the ones who say, don't believe women without the facts, how many of them jumped on it? And I know it's despite me. I ain't even mad at it. Get your money. But what happened to scrutinizing things? Y'all got played too. Because she sat in front of you guys and sold you a story. You're like, yeah, you know what? I bet Abba did do that. Why? Because at the end of the day, they don't actually care about men's issues. They don't care about none of this shit. They'll jump on it if it matters. And that's okay. I'm just saying that's their movement, not mine.
It's all these people that was talking about, but don't believe all women. And then they believe the one that they shouldn't have.
What is this? And where's the abuse? My nigga, I'm being abused. Do you guys know how crazy this story is? This woman has been with me and blackmailing me. And I got people actually hitting me up as if I'm the person who was the wrong one. Imagine co-parenting with someone this insane. She never wanted a kid, I know that, because she killed it. Her performance was fantastic. I should make that joke. I just hope you guys understand. I can tolerate a lot. Her harassing me, I don't care. It's the fact that she's contacting the people around me. That's what's difficult. It's the fact that she's forcing this into the public eye and then revealing details about my personal life that I only share with her intimately, things that are not necessary. What hobbies does Abbott like? What is he like sexually? Like, why are you on podcasts discussing what I like sexually? What's that about? And that's like the weird vindictive nature. Like, I've never had an ex who I've gone after. I've never had an ex who we had large issues, like nothing. Almost all my exes, I'm on amicable. I could text them today and be like, you good? I'm good. I hope you're wishing you well. I don't, but I could because we straight. Only this person, who I wouldn't even consider a relationship, it was a joke. But now it's for the internet to go look at and examine every text message and every fight. It's like, I wanted to leave this in the past, and she wouldn't let it go. And she's so crazy that even though she's the wrong party in a lot of these scenarios, and she's lying flat out, it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm a bit salty too. It's like I'm rereading this. I'm like, I was really trying.
What do you mean you bit salty?
When I heard that recording, do you know how vindicating it was to listen to her version? I'm like, that didn't happen that way. But then he said, and then I listened to the recording. I'm so glad I fucking recorded. Do you understand how weird it is to record somebody? But I just felt something was off in my spirit at that point. This is like towards the end of the relationship anyways. It's like 4 or 5 days before.
That's called intuition. That's called intuition. That is called intuition. If he did not record this, I would not believe him. Because she played it perfectly. She got out there and she's like sending messages to say like, oh, like, and just kind of like narrating what she wanted to put out there, right? Because that's what she's gonna play in a bit. That's what she's gonna play. And when he sent out his messages, she's gonna say, well, I didn't get it. I was out in the code. So now with that recording, that changes everything. And I want to say too, she has to be very careful because knowing him, what I see now, how just thorough he is, I feel like it's that military aspect with him too. He may have a video. Seriously, he may have a video to protect himself. So she has to be very careful, like just trying to like disparage his image or lie. Again, if she's telling the truth, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not right. I would not be here, even though I like them. I've watched them for years. I would not be here if he did that. If he was like going off and going off on his pregnant like a girlfriend, right? And like really did that. I'm not gonna say, well, because just because I watch it does not mean that I agree with everything you say. So, but that's not the case though. It goes back to what I say. Like what he played it perfectly. Okay.
I'm just so glad because we don't got to guess. You don't have to believe me. You heard your own ears. And here she is still arguing. So I resent her this stuff in case she didn't get it. I said the pic has the address. I made sure there's no way this girl cannot get there if she wants to. If she can text me, she can get there. She don't want to get there. I even gave her flight information for tomorrow. The reason why she got to fly back tomorrow is because she got work. Let's listen. I never got to the airport. I missed the flight. Yesterday was the worst day ever, so now she's back to being my problem. Thankfully, we ended it not long afterwards. But I hope you guys now understand just a small glimpse of how she'll represent a story between the two of us. How it has nothing to do with reality. And I don't care. She can tell whatever. But when I tell my...
Aloha, H2, Wangguan. How are you doing? Yeah, H2, like, it's, the story is, I say Abba, like, really did his big one. I guess the biggest thing today was that she was saying how he put her out when she came to come see him, right? And she lives in California. She put her out when she came to see him. She was pregnant and out in the like Canada like weather, right? And guess what? She didn't know he had a recording of the event. Not only did he not scream like she asserted, right? He actually tried to help her, and he showed evidence of him trying to make sure she was good throughout the whole duration of like the event, right? But yeah, she was basically trying to sell a story that wasn't there. Little did she know he had a recording. That recording literally saved his life. And I'm glad too, because she did say in the recording that she doesn't feel like safe around, kind of like around his house. He's like, please, let's get you a hotel. And he did everything a responsible person would do, right? To try to make sure she gets to the next destination very like safe, right? But of course, she had a whole agenda behind it to try to set him up. And I was talking about too how like we're starting to live in a world full of like, I consider the Truman Show. If you're a content creator, right, you have to realize too that sometimes if you don't have the audio or the visuals to kind of like show what occurred, you're doomed. If he didn't have the audio, right, that's secretly recording, right, yeah, he would have been doomed, right? H2 said she lived in San Jose, right? I'm about 30 minutes away from her. I think you should have an interview with her, H2. I really mean that. I think you should have an interview with her. I think you should be very like objective, okay? She lives not so far. I think you should grab your camera and go have an interview with her. I really mean that. I really mean that. Everything happened for a reason. You're here for a reason. I have a question. Is the nobody in Canada what? I cannot see your full question because I have my windows is a little bit weird. Okay, let's see if I can enlarge it. Perfect. I have a question. Is there nobody in Canada that you can mess with? There's no one in Canada that he can mess with. Well, that's not a fair assessment, though. I don't think that's a fair assessment because again, it's like your connection with people is not always about your location, right? It's not about your location. That's how I see it at. I can see someone in Wisconsin, right, connecting with someone from New York City, right? And you can ask the same person the same question too. Like, well, couldn't you connect someone in Wisconsin? Maybe they just vibe. Maybe that's what it is sometimes, right? So I don't feel that's a fair assessment, right? But I just feel like if you watch my first video, I feel like she had an agenda. But I do feel you should try to reach out to her. But please be fair, because I'm gonna do a commentary in that video.
Aside, I'm the abuser. Even though this is the person that was manipulating me the whole time. And I don't have hatred for her. We went through something difficult. I want her to move on with her life. Because holding on to hatred means I still hold on to some strong emotion. I don't want nothing. I want you to move on. We're in our 30s. This is juvenile. Truly. I hope she finds somebody, she falls in love and they fall in love and she manipulates the shit out of them. Go ahead. But this is stupid. And now you're over here talking about my personal, does Abba like getting pegged? Actually, no, he never did that. Like, why are you talking about my sex life? You want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
Oh my God, I hate that. I was muted, so I'm just going to let it play, okay? I just spoke like the next thing to sliced bread. So you guys have to miss that. Sorry about that, guys.
This girl's confused. She's got a Christian complex, and it turns out in bed she's a giant hedonist and a freak weirdo.
Oh
okay?
no! What's what? I don't think you should hold that against her though.
Me, my partner likes weird shit. I don't mind. Why? Because as long as it's within the boundaries of what's okay to me, I'll do that for her. I'm a pretty vanilla guy on the day, but not this girl. So we're going to put it all out there. Okay.
I mean, it's...
No, she want to talk about it, all right?
She did that.
You know, she want to lick stuff off glass. That's okay.
What?
I mean, she did that, so... I wouldn't do it.
Right?
But...
She's like some good Christian girl who pretends like, oh, I'm such a petite, like whatever. This girl likes a dog collar on her neck, and she likes to be walked around like a dog. Okay?
What? Oh, I need to make this into a short. What? Plug in your mic. You cannot hear me? Do I sound something wrong with my mic?
Okay. And one of the reasons when we ended things that she wanted to get back together, she was worried that she would never meet anyone who would want to enjoy because none of her other exes would entertain.
I think she probably, I think he's talking about Yayo. I think she's talking about that Colombia. And that's what I think. But again, I may be wrong, okay? Because that's the only thing I would think of with glass. What would you do on glass, okay? She's into, yeah, hey. But again, see, I can't go into Mel After Dark and talk about certain things. Those goody two girls are usually more into like more other stuff, right? Compared to the ones that say like, oh, like the ones that show like extra skin. I'm just saying my personal opinion, okay? I don't feel like she wants into the okay.
Putting a dog collar on her and walking around like a good.
Can you pause 2 seconds?
Oh, it's already paused.
Yo, chat, put some in the chat if you hear me.
Now, look, I ain't never owned a pet, but I didn't mind putting a collar on her. It was fine. You know what I mean? She just wasn't like.
This is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. I don't feel like she went into detail about sex life. Well, I guess the reason why he's saying more because the person she's going to for the interview is like was asking about like does Abba like want to be pegged? That's why he's like, oh, you want to go there? So now I'm gonna go there, right? I know she didn't say anything, but the interviewer kind of said something about that, right? But also the fact that he feels like she's going to his ops, and that's one thing I forgot to tell you, AJ, too. The relationship was still like I think the abortion happened in December, and in January. She was telling others. When she was being interviewed. She was saying how it was like around June that she was interested in talking to other like her like kind of his ops, right? But he provided receipts that even in January she already started reaching out to other people to say, hey, listen, what do you know about Abba, kind of thing. So she's not really. She was already trying to like tarnish his image. So he's like, at this point, I'm just gonna go in. Dog collar. That's crazy.
Allowed to pee on my floor, and she knew how to follow the rules. Okay.
What?
This is fine.
What?
Now look, I ain't never owned a pet, but I didn't mind putting a collar on her. It was fine. You know what I mean? She just wasn't allowed to pee on my floor, and she knew how to follow the rules. Okay. This is what she's into. I don't mind. One of the points of contention between us was the fact that she was way more freaky, and she was worried that that's going to be an issue.
Okay. Okay, so guys, this is gonna be. I'm gonna take this part of the video. I'm gonna make a reaction to this part of the video. This is insane.
Put your business out there. You know what I'm saying? You want to put my business out there? We can do that.
Oh,
right. She was worried. She was worried that she's more freaky than me. I don't mind. Little Asian girl. I'm so quiet. Dog collar. Okay, that's what she's into. You want to put my business out there? I'll put your business out there too.
This shit is exactly how Abba felt when I said I accepted the fight. That's how Abba felt. I'm feeling that way because I didn't know he was going there.
I don't care
but
that
then again, I'm like,
I don't care she's into weird stuff, okay? She should have the right to be into weird stuff.
Amen.
Right? She likes dirty talking a lot, likes weird shit. I don't mind. Okay? Yes, it's big. It is what it is. Talking a lot, likes.
Wait. She's talking about stretching her throat, bro.
Weird shit. I don't mind. Okay?
Whoa.
Yes, my penis is big. It is what it is.
you pushed it there, my girl. You pushed it there. The thing is, Abba's not even like that, putting shit out there. But hold on.
I have never.
Hold on.
Someone called him a freaky frog. Yo, this is. Well, I'm gonna do a reaction to like this part of the video. This is insane. I'm gonna just
Yeah, you know, hit her up. Go woof woof when you see her next time.
Oh.
Woof woof in her chat.
When am I gonna see her? Abba's not the one to put out stuff like that. Very private.
Stretch her throat.
Private about his girls. I don't even think I've met his girls, and they were not like he doesn't introduce me as them girls.
If we're not getting married, you don't know.
Exactly. So I don't know. But my girl, you pushed them to that. You understand what I'm saying? You went around, you go around and you talk people to people's business. You gallivant around and parading in some kind of goody two shoes Christian girl. And then you don't expect retaliation from people. My girl.
She's a freak. Super freak.
I'm not even mad. I wish it hadn't come to that.
I will subscribe to her Instagram, but for research purpose only, of course.
But goddamn, when you push someone, you push someone.
I think it's sad.
I don't even agree with all this. But I could see, I put myself in that position and you put all my shit out there.
I get it.
I don't know how I'm gonna be any different. I'm not gonna be like you and be like, well, I'm the better person. I'm not. I'm not the bigger person. I'm not the better person. I will slash your tires on your wheelchairs. I am not the bigger person. So when you push someone like that, you get what happens. So
but for me, it's not. Again, it's going after the people around me.
Oh, got it.
That's the one line I have. You know, between us, you can yell at me. You can say whatever you want to me. I'll accept it. I don't mind. But it stresses me the fuck out when it's the people around me you go after. And I won't do that to you. I won't post your family out here. I won't post your sister's business everywhere. I won't post your family's business everywhere. I don't do that. I don't know. Even now, like, it's not like I have some big satisfaction.
I feel he's doing such a good job. She's gonna try to sue him. I feel she's gonna try to sue him. Seriously. I feel she's gonna try to sue him from like emotional distress. And this is the world that we live in. Seriously. She tried her best to like tarnish his image. It didn't work. She didn't expect he was gonna like go full Super Saiyan like Goku 2, right? And now I feel like like she talking about stretching her throat. He's like she likes being paraded as a dog. That's crazy. I'm telling you, she's gonna go back and say like, oh my God, now I cannot get a job. Now he tarnished my image. Now I'm gonna try to sue him. This is the game we play in. This is the game that we're in.
I want you to move on.
Yep.
We are in our 30s. This is stupid.
Yep. Woof, woof.
What happened?
I just got an epiphany.
Tell me.
Because I didn't understand why she's doing that. Why she's doing all the exposing. She knows she's lying. She knows she's going to get cut out. She knows who she's dealing with. Abba, the receipt king. Maybe she likes the humiliation that's coming after. Maybe that's what it is.
That's funny to think about. But I still think it's my first theory, which is she's a bit of a narcissist and she really thinks she's right.
A bit. All right.
I didn't have to soften my language. So now, guys, remember the first thing she said here, right? Okay? We listen to this portion. I'm going to skip ahead.
I have never tried to commit suicide because he broke up with me.
Okay, so that's a lie. All right? We also.
Do you guys see a freak? Do you guys see a freak? That's what I say. That's why I say never judge a book by its cover. Never, ever.
Saw her in the snow. This girl would always like threaten self-harm and then make it my fault. Okay? And it was, and people were like, but with this, I'll be honest, I've never dealt with this. This is the first for me. I've had very healthy, sane relationships up until now. So this whole dynamic is foreign to me of like someone threatening self-harm every other day. I've had it in a small, short dating situation, but I wasn't in deep enough to care. So that's it. When it's someone I'm deep and there's a child involved, I've never dealt with this.
That's true.
And this girl abused the fuck out of her ultimate. I mean, it had a 0-second cooldown. Look at this message. She's like, I'm shaking, I'm whatever, I'm gonna quit my job. It's like everything was a crisis with this person. She was never put together. I'm in the hospital having panic attacks, I'm shaking, I'm having, It's always like this. And think about having to manage this person and the fact that she got a kid inside her. I took my sleeping pills and I'm sleeping in my truck. I just want to get through the day. This is where she's saying she's going to kill herself, okay? You're going to see in the next message. Thank you, I'm going to harm myself now.
Yeah, she's a liar, bro. She's a liar. She's a liar. I think she's dangerous too. So like, I think he has to be very careful. She's gonna try to sue him. She's a liar, and she's very manipulative. So she's going to like, now that she's losing, and if he says she's a narcissist, right? Now that she's losing, she's gonna try to get her lick back. And what better way to get the lick back than try to like drain his pockets, right?
There's more. I understand I'm gonna go kill myself. Like, how often? Look at this one.
I have to say this before you believe it.
I had a choice to take benzodiazepines this morning or sleeping pills. I decided to take the sleeping pills. And you really want me to die? Okay, I have the benzos right here. I want to die too. Like, and you know what's crazy? I heard her in one of the lives say that she never took the pills. She was just fronting with me.
Doesn't matter.
But the
It doesn't
threat is
matter.
all that matters.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
It's even worse because if you never had the intention of taking the pills, then I know that you're just saying that. You're just saying that to say that.
Manipulation.
You're not. If you actually were taking the pills, I can understand that it's not you. It's your condition.
Yeah, she's
now
a liar.
you never had the. Never.
Yeah, she's a sicko, but she's a liar. That to me is just dangerous, bro. And that's why I'm saying, like, if she, remember when we were discussing the fact that like, call the cops, so like, because she can scratch herself, etc. Someone like that is probably, if she wants to like get you, she's gonna get you. I feel like she's just being a lie. Oh man, this is bad for him. I'm glad that he documented all this stuff, because if he didn't, he'd be in a lot of trouble right now.
You never wanted to take the pills.
Yep.
You just admitted that you manipulate people.
That's it. And someone said, oh, so she quit her job over a breakup? No, she didn't. She never quit it. She's just lying.
That's like,
She just lies.
Whoa.
She didn't delete her Instagram. She didn't quit her
Whoa.
job. She just says shit because she want to get me riled up. That's it.
Abba. If I'd ever text you, I got the benzo, you know I got.
Yeah, so this remind me of like Sammy. She remind me of Sammy. Sammy, if you guys watching this, like, this is someone who's like literally just like making up stuff about me, and oh yeah, she's something else. Just something totally else, but just like lies for no reason. And you're gonna see that a lot on the social media platform.
Got a brand new car.
All right. So this is from Themis and Thought. All right. I actually like this guy's stuff. He doesn't always agree with us. Actually, rarely agrees with us. But I think he does good breakdowns. And I always like to hear people who disagree with me. Okay. So she jumped on because she's clout chasing. And actually jumps on this guy's pod. He questions her about the blackmail. Now we're going to get to the blackmail portion because I called her my blackmailer, right? Where's that coming from?
It was like, it was just to like, it was finally me like, hey, dude, like you got to stop acting like this. And it was just to get.
So Themis had just asked her, what is this like blackmail business that you're talking about? And this is her explanation. It involves a lot of likes. Let's see here.
Like, no. It was, yeah, it was like, it was just to like, it was finally me like, hey, dude, like you got to stop acting like this. And it was just to get his attention because, like I said, I'm agreeable, and I didn't realize how much I was agreeable, and I would just be okay with him acting like this. And so when he finally does this blocking thing, I'm like, okay, it was emotional. It was me fighting back, and it was just like, hey, I'm going to pretend to do this, and people are just saying like it's still blackmail, but I'm telling you from my perspective, it was to get his attention and just to say like, hey, you know, I'm kind of playing your game now.
Hey, I'm just a girl. Like, I'm just pretending to blackmail you. Okay, now, if you don't know what she's talking about, she had recorded conversations that I wasn't aware of and threatened to release it to people if I didn't do what she said. That's blackmail. Definitionally, go look up the legal definition of blackmail. It doesn't have to do anything with money necessarily. It's to get someone to do something to the threat of like harming their reputation, exposing a secret, whatever it is. She blackmailed me. It's illegal. I am going through the police process right now over there in Orange County, so she's going to have to deal with law enforcement.
Jeez. Damn. I was not playing. She's a sicko. Yeah, she's. I think she picked on the wrong lake, lake, right? I feel like she should have recognized that when he started like going out there. Also, too, let's not forget this too. If anyone is just coming in, she was the one that went online first, right, to try to get this information out there, and then he responded because he was surprised. Imagine dealing with someone that she alleges pregnant, right, have an abortion, right, and next thing you know, you see her online saying how you're such a horrible human being. How would you feel? If it's not you, how would your brother feel? How would your dad feel? Kind of thing like that. Because, yeah, and then he responded now, right? And now this is the second video he made, okay? But prior to this second video he made, she's been going all around lying on him, right? So, yeah, so I'm glad he's doing this.
Both for the recording and for the fact that she blackmailed me, both which are illegal. And I looked up the statutes and I'm talking to lawyers down there. But moving past that, her defense for blackmail is I was never going to do it, which is stupid. If you run up on someone with a gun and you point at them and you say, give me your money, they're still going to get you.
But I was never going to shoot.
Yeah.
They're going to get you for that. Okay? And this guy explains it to her.
Not like that, but like, I need to get your attention because we have to talk about this. But again, I was never planning on doing it. It was to get his attention.
All right. So I think this might actually be one of the biggest point of disagreement between you and him. And this is where you are actually incorrect in definitionally. And so he did the thing to prevent you from doing the thing that you threatened, even if you weren't actually going to do it. From his perspective, you were going to do it.
Yes.
Right?
It doesn't matter.
Shout out to them.
You cannot go to a bank with a GUN and say it's a robbery, and then when the cops get there, he's like, well, I wasn't actually gonna rob him. I was not gonna rob him. This is just, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Okay. And I feel that's why I said she is way over her head. Way over her head. And she doesn't understand the social media game. And she doesn't understand, like, yes, she is gonna get a certain followers that's gonna believe everything she says, right? But those are very minute compared to the biggest picture, okay? And she had a person, it looks like he was interested in her. She could have used that as a way to, like, I don't know if she wants to become a YouTuber, like help promote her channel, right? Again, he has 2.26 million subscribers, right? So instead of going that route, she decided to go this other route, which is like, hey, I'm going to try to blackmail you. I'm going to try to do a lick, basically, because I honestly believe she probably thought if he threatened her, he's probably gonna pay her off, and boom, she goes away, okay? To another lick, right? To another sucker, right? But it just didn't pan out that way, okay?
Okay, and that's just what it is. Definitionally, what she did was blackmail. Definitionally, she's been blackmailing me this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, did I give in to those threats? Yeah, I did. Mostly because she went around to the people around me. That's why. But I was not going to let her force me to stay in a relationship with her or stay in this manipulative jargon with her just because she had some blackmail. I need to be free and be happy too. I'm not going to set myself be tethered to this woman who's going to control me for the rest of my life. I don't care what you guys call me. Oh, Abba, you're Debbie. Okay, then you guys go get involved with somebody like this and let them control you for the next 18 to 20 years of your life. Are you crazy? This woman lives like 9 hours away. We would never have a chance to co-parent. 1, 2, she never wanted a kid because she was going to abort it anyways. It was all a control narrative. And because I broke free, I'm the issue. But y'all seen the behavior in full display.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, and Yes, I can see that. And yeah, I can see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. What I feel like people are not really understanding from my point of view is that the behavior on the phone with Abba.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but from what it sounds to me is like you're in this, dire situation because you're pregnant. You're trying to make like a life-altering decision.
Yeah, exactly. And then I do what I do, and in my head at the time, I'm thinking like, I'm not really going to blackmail him, but it's just to get his attention. But there's a reason why I never left that out is because I felt like, to be honest, I didn't feel like it was that.
I'm not really going to blackmail him, but I'm going to like, what? That's insane.
Bad because I knew at the time I wasn't going to do it, and I never did.
She's doing it right now. She was already emailing YouTubers in January.
She emailed me in January.
That's it.
She messaged me in January.
That's it.
Yeah.
She was already on her campaign doing this shit the whole time. So even though she looked me in the eyes and said, I would never do it, I just wanted your attention.
You did.
She was already emailing folks. And also, it doesn't matter because I really believe she was going to do it.
Well, she said she would.
That's it.
So,
there's one of the few times where I'm like, believe all women.
Mm.
All right. So this next portion. Y'all want to know how evil this person is? So as she was going through this campaign and she's releasing these videos, she is making different accounts, reaching out to me. You guys saw that Instagram earlier where she's liking everything and she's trying to get a hold of me. And on the first night when all this thing is blowing up, she ends up very briefly on the phone with me. I got a FaceTime from somebody.
when was that?
This is Thursday.
This Thursday.
Just real fast. You'll see what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Peep it. Okay.
I actually answered the phone, and he was recording the phone call. When I answered the phone, I just got nervous, and I smiled and I laughed.
Imagine the person who just released this tape, who's like looking for justice, is harassing the shit out of me. She gets me on a call, and the first thing she's doing, she's laughing. She thinks this shit's fucking funny.
I got you back.
Do you understand how demonic this person is?
Yeah.
Like, she's trying to ruin my life, and this bitch is laughing.
Yeah, this is bad.
Tee-hee.
And he recorded. Oh, she's so unserious. She's so unserious, man. This is bad.
That's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, this is bad.
So now let's go to the second person. Apparently, I was cheating. Our relationship ended January 10th or 12th, something like that.
Okay.
She's claiming I'm cheating on her in March. We've never seen each other since. We were not together. Do I have the right to date somebody else afterwards? I do. So I went on a couple of dates with somebody, and I didn't want to date them again. And this person, salty, decided to insert themselves in the whole situation when they saw it went viral. This person calls me out of the blue. We haven't spoken in a while. And she starts inquiring about the situation, which throws me off. But I didn't realize she was already in contact with this girl. On the second go around, I start to get a weird feeling. And you know what this girl does? She starts to lecture me about this situation. So this is Stephanie Ashwanded over there in Switzerland. You know, I got my family over there in Geneva. All right. Actually, if you aren't aware, before we came to Canada from Ethiopia, a lot of my family's still over there in Switzerland, Geneva. So anyways, this girl's from one of the suburbs in Zurich. Okay. And
I already knew that this was going to look stupid when she's going to put it out.
But you're fooling it by posting about it, and then all these people are going to your page.
I have the right to defend myself. Don't say I don't have the right to defend myself. I do. She's
82. They were together for what is it called? I want to say 5-6 months. That's it. He said in the beginning, very short. Did you know I actually don't tell new people that I'm a YouTuber? I say I work in insurance. Well, 82, they're gonna find out, dude. You live in a day and age. This is what I believe. I feel like you should embrace it. You should embrace it and consider it's gonna be a storyline one time and protect yourself. That's how I see it as. And I feel like Abba kind of see it that way too, because it's only a matter of time before they figure it out. Like, because let's say, because I want to say it's to like one day when I think I was going to do, remember when I was doing that video, that AI stuff, when I put your YouTube channel on it, did you know AI told me your first and last name? Did you know that? That's one thing I'm afraid of using AI too. It collects your data. So I feel like, so the reason I say that, because you may meet someone that you may think they don't know you're a YouTuber. They do know you're a YouTuber, right? It's only a matter of time for to figure out, right? Because I think it's best to like get control of the narrative in the beginning, right? And kind of move from there. Again, if you have 20,000 subscribers, maybe you can get away with it. 50,000, maybe 100,000. I feel like you start going to 500,000. Maybe it's a good time to kind of let them know. It's only a matter of time before they see you somewhere, or kind of like, hey, did you know this is this, right? And before like they still have an ulterior motive. Okay. How long were they together? I answered that question already. Yes.
She's gonna go say what okay, so then that's all I did. She made her video first. You don't get to harass somebody and then threaten them with blackmail.
It's so disproportionate. Like, she doesn't have like any.
You think what you're saying is fair? So she gets to go out and say whatever she wants. I can't say what I want to say.
Yep.
Can't you like handle it privately in a way where
I did handle it privately, and then she went public.
You do have the rights, but I don't think you're doing like. Do you think she's mentally healthy right now?
No, I don't.
Nobody cares. Like, I don't think.
Yes, people care. Why are you sitting here trying to tell me I don't have that right?
It's just my opinion.
Okay, so you want me to just sit there and take it quietly? No, but see, that's such an unfair thing.
No, it's because you're the smarter person, so you can take the.
Sorry, no.
So the retard contacts me, and she's like, you don't have the right to say anything because you're smarter, and she can just slander me. And then she says, handle it privately after the goofball went public first. I never want.
I feel like that's what I'm experiencing right now on YouTube. I feel like that's what I'm experiencing.
I never wanted any of this. And so she's out here trying to lecture me about not being able to speak out. This crazy pathological weirdo is doing all this stuff. Sorry, you want to say something?
No, go ahead. But, I mean, this girl is the girl that you dated.
She's one of them yes girls. We are on 2 dates.
Smarter approach, which is like
you were involved like that with her.
No. Listen,
do nothing. Do nothing. Do nothing.
It's like, she's more mentally unstable, so why would you take this wrong?
Whoa.
She's not gonna. I don't think you're looking at this from the right perspective.
I have the right. Just because I'm a man, it doesn't.
Oh, dude. I swear I'm having this argument in the T sector. I swear I'm having this argument in the C sector, right? Where people can lie on me, but I can't defend myself. It's like, well, you're a man. I was like, what? I swear I'm having this conversation in the T sector. Like, someone can literally lie on me, right? Literally, like, for example, like Sammy literally came to me, hey, are you single, right? And I'm like, no, ask me in 6 months. And then that led to like asking questions of other stuff, right? And then later on, just like made up lies. Like, I'm interested in a person. I'm like, nah, that's not true. But then again, when I defend myself, I'm wrong. Like, and this person just lies for no reason whatsoever.
Doesn't mean that I have to sit in this world and then let some woman lie about me.
Oh my God! I can't play the man card. What the?
Okay.
Well, personally, I think because you're a man, it is different.
See?
Also just
Think about this.
you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with crazies and weirdos who are a little bit jilted because I didn't want to get them. Move on.
Oh, that's what I said. Sammy.
Like, this whole.
She didn't want what?
Because I didn't want to. She wanted to. I said no. I'm entitled to that. And she's salty about it, and so now she want to get in on this and do her little 5 minutes. Well, Stephanie Ashwanden, let your name be out there in the public too, stupid. You want to get involved? I don't give a fuck you too.
She wanted to get on there.
She knows this woman is blackmailing me, and she's getting involved because she's salty because you're a scorned person. Why?
But why she? Wait, I didn't get the part where why is she getting involved? Why she's mad?
Because she's a scorned person because I don't want to date her.
Oh.
Women empowerment. That's what it is.
Oh.
She's salty, and so she's like throwing her name in.
Again, to be fair to Abba and Preach, the lady, the fake pregnancy lady, came online first to expose him. I saw that. I thought it was a lie. I thought this probably fake, right? And it was only when he responded that's like, holy crap, this is real. He confirmed it, because anyone online can just make up anything nowadays. I can say, well, I'm dating Michelle Obama, right? But until Obama's like, yeah, so he was dating I'm like, yeah, that's when he probably believe, oh yeah, that's probably legitimacy to it, right? But yeah, she's something else.
They're saying like we have something. No, I just moved on. All these people are so juvenile.
Damn, you know what's gonna go up in the streets? Your
value.
And like, if you want to know how much a goofball Libby is, like, this is how she was spoken about right before she goes on the interview. Listen to this.
When was that?
You'll see.
So you see what she's doing here? Now this is sad. She's really trying to she's trying to become a YouTube star. So she's trying to build her career by destroying Abba's career.
Yep.
This is really sad, actually.
Dude, this is what I was saying.
It's really sad. We collected the data. We know what you are. You're not a good person. It's been triple, quadruple verified. She's a concubine.
A few moments later.
Hi there.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Like,
Okay, I need to like have my link so I can drop it. So hopefully she's gonna hit the link. Seriously.
imagine being this much of a loser where people talk about you like you're a dog and you're so desperate to get some clout that you're running to do these interviews. And this is what we're honestly dealing with.
It's a new world.
The next portion here, because like all this has been stupid to me. I go back to the same thing that we had a discussion about earlier, which is why is all this really happening? And it comes back to what I said.
That I did everything right. I did everything right, Abba, and you know it.
And you know what's been the most vindicating thing about this whole relationship for me too? I knew it was weird, but I moved on. But it's been funny seeing random people who don't like me, examine her behavior. People who didn't watch my content, don't like me, or whatever it could be, and they see her behavior and they see.
Abba better not come to the T sector because they don't care about none of that nonsense. They don't care about none of that nonsense. All they want to do is have a storyline, and they're gonna stick to it.
Her behavior for what it is.
If you broke up with him, why are you calling him 3 hours later? Bueller, anybody can help me understand that, Bueller? So in other words, you weren't really done. It's a manipulation. It is a game. You broke up with him and it's like, I'm done with you, I'm done with you, I'm done with you. 3 hours later, hey, let's talk. What is there to talk about? What is there to talk about? 3 hours later, it is a game.
You know what? In a few months, you're going to understand that I did everything right.
In a few months, you're going to understand that I did everything right. She is so perfect around here. She is so perfect around here. She does everything right. He needs to listen to her. I'm going to tell you, I just want to help me understand, he's so mean. How could he say these things to me? Girl, another one. It don't matter. Tether or American, it don't daggone matter. She, with her calmness, I guess that's supposed to make it better because she's so even keeled.
I honestly believe she felt like her innocence, like how she looks so innocent, like it was gonna get her like to be some more believable. Like her voice, she believed that, again, from the T sector, right? There's a character called Income and Opinion, and she believed that her soft voice is gonna get her through places. Yeah, and it's not working because people are starting to see right through it. And I'm glad that Abba like had receipts. If he did not have the recording of her when she came to come see him and lying, the fact that like he threw her out and she was out in the cold in Canada. If he didn't have that, no joke, I probably would like been saying this right now. That just gave me more credence. Like, whoa, this person's a liar. And then more receipt of like her saying she didn't try to like commit like unalive herself, right? He showed receipt to say, yeah, she did say that before. So yeah, so I think people are seeing who she is. And again, she thinks that this is weird thing that people believe that like, I'm gonna take someone down on YouTube and all of a sudden their subscribers going to be like, oh, and that's not how it works. They're not going to pick you. That's not how it works at all. Right. So she's going to experience that. And I'm telling you, I see a future in OnlyFans. Absolutely. Jealous says Abba did everything right. And I 100% agree with you. Right. 82 said this is a double standard in the black tea sector. They hate. Oh yeah. but at the same time, they love me. Yeah, no, I feel like this. Do you know? I feel like in the T sector, I feel like the T sector, the black T sector, love toxic man. I mean that. I try to be rational, right? I try to be, again, this is going off like I'm pretty sure this is going to the sector H2 is talking about that I'm currently in. That I try to be rational, I try to like use like calm voice, right? They don't respect that. If you go off, that's when they respect you. Like for example, Sammy, right? The person that's stalking me, harassing me, this person was beefing with someone named Trees. Trees was gonna call her job again, right? And Trees threatened she was gonna call her job. Sammy went online, started almost crying that Trees, this person is gonna call my job. Trees came to her panel. Came to her platform, right? And said, do we have a problem? In 2 seconds, Sammy switched. But the exact same Sammy right now is trying to like drag me into her nonsense, right? But she's like basically promoting Trees. Like, yeah, this is a good person, when Trees is the one that basically doxed her and doxed her job, called her job, and allegedly got her fired, right? But she does not respect someone like myself who's trying to be calm and cool, calm and collective, right? She likes toxic. So a lot of them in the T sector, I feel like a very toxic human being, right? That they want that very raunchy, very disrespectful kind of a behavior, right? And what I love is that it's coming. There's people in other sectors that's coming to the sector that I'm gonna just fall back and watch and observe how their behavior is gonna be more tolerable, right? But someone like myself who's more cool, calm and collective, it's gonna be very disrespected. I love toxic man. I think you're in the wrong place. I am the good guy.
Shield calm in the way that she's speaking to him, but y'all, I feel like that's even more manipulation if you ask me.
And keep in mind, this call is right after she ended things and she told me she was keeping the baby. The one where she's super wrong, she admits herself. The one where she just fucked me up and betrayed me in a big way. And within a short time span, she's on the phone and she wants to like talk calm after everything, okay? And that's why she recorded the call. I never knew she was recording this.
What she needs is full compliance and agreeance on perspective. Until you fully agree with what happened and the facts and the details the way she sees it, she will not move on.
And that was my entire experience with this woman. And that's why she's online right now doing all this goofy ass shit. It's because she needs the whole internet to agree with her. She will not stop. Yep. She will keep going. So, what do I think about this whole situation? All in all, I just want everybody to move on. I don't want to talk about my personal business. I don't want to put her shit on Front Street. I don't want to talk about the other suicide attempts. I don't want to talk about the kid, nothing. I have always believed that this woman was manipulating and using the child as a way to control me. And you guys saw the many ways in which she did so throughout the relationship. But also, if she wanted the kid so bad, how come when I was out of the picture, she killed it? She never wanted that child. Once she realized she couldn't use it to control me, that's what happened. And then what'd she do after that? Even though I'm so verbally abusive and I was the reason everything ended, she tried to get back with me. She tried to move to Montreal to live with me. Do you understand how crazy this is? Go ahead.
And I know on the other live that we did, you didn't want to mention that. You didn't want to mention that. You're like, I know, I just know. But we don't. And I know a lot of us are still asking ourselves, you know, she lies so much and she lies to that extent. Like, you had to prove all that shit and you have to go through all that shit that you had to prove. Recording her when she was feeling unsafe and everything and stuff.
Queen is trying to say, let me take you on a date. I'm sorry, I'm a lesbian. I'm pretty sure you're a man.
Then I still question the pregnancy. I know you're not, and you're like, no, she was, whatever, and you got your reasons. I don't want you to put your shit out there. You're the one that is gonna be, but I can always be like, hey, if she lies that much with everything she's talking about to that extent, She wants to keep you out of the pregnancy. She wants to keep you out of the pregnancy. She wants to keep you out of the abortion. She wants to keep you out of all of that. But she wouldn't lie about that. There's still that to question. That's a weird one to me still to this day. I'm like, yo, I think she was lying about that too. I think she's a demon enough to do that. I've seen these demons.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, this is pretty much the end of it for me. You know, she can say I was cheating or whatever. None of these timelines make sense, or does she make sense?
Right.
And it's just time to move on. But I know she won't, because like I said, she's crazy. And that's fine. As for me, you guys heard me own up to a lot, but like I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not even here to be like this person. I just want to move on.
Yeah.
I own my stuff. I got my faults. I didn't do great in a lot of parts of this relationship. Okay. But the things she's claiming, all the events she lied about, she'll never stop. So, you know, woof, woof. I hope you're happier now. Put your dog collar. I'll mail it to your family, whatever you need. But, like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're too old for this, and this is stupid. All right? All these narratives, all these lies, I'm not going to address more of them because she's going to keep going forever. And so, hopefully, this cleared up most of this stuff for you guys, okay? You guys can say many things. You can say mistakes, whatever.
Clear.
Oh, Abba, how could you not get this right? Nigga, am I a dating coach?
Yeah.
Do I have a...
Yeah. I don't care. I don't care what you say, what book you read. It doesn't matter what demon you experienced before. There's always a new demon. There's always a new demon. And you can say whatever you want to say. Again, pay attention to red flags, right? But I've always said this. I don't think I've said this on the channel, right? You've come to you're right now in an age where you're meeting professionals. Everyone you meet is an expert. Expert cheater, expert dater, expert womanizer, expert liars, expert manipulator. This is the age where you're meeting people that have PhD in whatever they do, right? It's not 18, 19 years old. It's like, oh, this person's not really good at like manipulating, yes, right? When you're 30s and 40s, you're meeting experts. You're meeting professionals, okay? So it doesn't matter how much dating experience you have. You're going to meet that person who's going to like, again, he's dating someone from California. She has a whole different like lifestyle that she's used to, etc., right? She has a whole different thing that he's not aware of, right? And when he probably seen a lot of different women before, but this new one, as he can experience, that it doesn't matter what book you read. It doesn't matter who you've dated before. This is new, okay? And sometimes you just have to go through that experience. Just don't ignore the red flags. And again, you're dealing with experts. And a lot of these experts know how to like conceal the red flags, okay? So pay attention to that.
Of course. Do I tell you I have the answers for exactly how you need to date?
No, we don't.
What do we say all the time? How many times have I had to make videos? Oh, I was wrong about this. I was wrong about that. I was wrong. I make mistakes. I sit in front of you guys. I'd be like, damn, that one person did a number on me or whatever. It's fine. Last life. Things are going to come at you unconventional. You're going to react in ways that aren't always expected. It's okay. I'm not afraid to own the fact that I made many mistakes in this, and I'm going to own more mistakes in the future. Mm-hmm. But what you're not going to do is sit there and be like, yo, you act like you have all I don't have all the answers. Never did, never will. And yes, I can sometimes be mad, petty, and say the wrong things and do things the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
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 Anything else you want to say?
So what was her pet name? No, I'm just kidding. Oh!
You get me.
I'm just trying to make you laugh, bro. I'm just trying to, I got no words. But I can't call her Woof Woof. Pets have names.
Honestly, a lot of the people who are like, yo, Abba acts like he doesn't. You guys don't watch the content. I know you guys don't watch.
Okay, I'm gonna change my title to this video to Woof Woof. I'm gonna add Woof Woof in there.
Yeah,
The amount of times that Priest points out my mistakes, or I have to point out my own, like,
or you point out mine.
That's
like, I'm not better than you.
That's it.
I'm not better than you.
That's it.
I said most of the time, I said, "Are you better than me?"
In fact, how much have we changed in the last like 4 or 5 years, even making content online? Like this idea that we're these immovable people who have this fucking philosophy for life. It's not true. I have a few concurrent things. That's it. Even people are like, oh, no man should abandon his child or whatever it is. I agree. But if the child is tethered to an insane person who's going to make your life miserable and make it super difficult for you to ever have access, I think there's room to explain that shit. If the person is someone who's probably not going to keep that kid alive, I think it's okay to say, I'm not going to let her control me. That's my stance. Oh, you're a hypocrite. I'm not. That's what I really believe. So you don't like it? I don't give a shit. Nuts. Oh, Abba, you got I got your mama pregnant.
You got you what?
I got whoever's mama it is, I got him pregnant. If you ass mad right now, and whatever it is, I got your mama pregnant. Anything else?
I need to tell our guy to add another soundbite to this.
Okay.
I want another soundbite.
And that's what I'm working on too. I'm working on some soundbites. One of them I'm working on. I have a pretty cool concept of some of the things I want to do with my soundbites, and that's coming very soon. Okay. I want to have about 10 different sound bites. I'm going to use AI to kind of create the sound from like popular things, but hope you guys like it.
And the side bite is libby, 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 libby. I just try to make you laugh. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. You know, I think it's a perfect time now.
Absolutely, actually.
Let's see if we can hear that.
Let me book it for you. You tripping. Shit, you staying here just because you couldn't get cell service? Oh, hell no.
I just want to say, that is one moment I am proud of.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, you got to go. And the fact that I recorded that, I know, but that's proof that this relationship was weird. Okay? Peace out. We'll be back probably Thursday at the latest.
My
nigga.
Why was it Jerome Ginla?
I don't know. I just got it off the internet, but that's the sentiment.
All right. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah. Peace in the middle.
Okay. Let's see. Thanks everyone for being here. Today's my last. I want to say today and tomorrow is probably gonna be my last. Tomorrow's gonna be my last day of having my sty in my eyes. So I'm going for surgery tomorrow to get it removed. Okay. I think you have to drain it. I cannot believe it's been 6 months. Right? Time goes so fast. I just didn't care about it. But my boss kind of looked at it. He's like, dude, you got to get something done. Seriously, my boss is the one that actually motivated me to get something done with my eyes. Okay. He says like, yeah, he's looking really bad. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for enjoying the show. I am going to make this private, and I'm going to have to like take out the beginning. Maybe I should just leave it. Let's leave it. Let's just leave it. I want to add woof woof to the title. Okay. Anyway, thanks for being here. This is fun. This is not a studio per se to like scripted. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be very random. I'm gonna say some random stuff for sometimes. So stick around. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay. Thanks for being here, and I'm gonna see you in the next live.